Hi guys, this is my first video, and today I want to talk about the idea of spiritual fatigue, what I think spiritual fatigue is, and what to do when you think you have it. Um, I think those of us who have been practicing spirituality in the New Age sense, as in, meditations, Reiki, crystal healing, angel healing, working with guides, etc. Um, I think because there are so many spiritual resources out there in terms of research and reading, we can get kind of lost in that, lost in endlessly reading things about spirituality when we are actually trying to implement a change in our lives. Um, and this could be a goal such as becoming a yoga instructor, maybe, for example, or if you want to administer a psychological change, maybe you want to be in a place of receiving, or you want to live from a place of abundance, or you want to live from a place of compassion and forgiveness, or you want to stay grounded, you want to stay centered. When we are excited about these plans and we want to use spirituality to help us along with these, I think sometimes because it feels like an uphill battle, we get lost in thinking about it and reading about it and discussing it and just constantly discussing it. And although I feel that discussing things with people does create shifts in us, and I think people do convey divine messages to us. I think people who are closest to us do convey messages to us that are guided. But I feel that talking about something endlessly or discussing something endlessly creates resistance to the thing, to the task that you're trying to accomplish. And in my opinion, that's spiritual fatigue. For example, thinking about living from a place of abundance, so like reading about how to do that, constantly reading about how to do that, reading about how to meditate about it, reading about how to pray about it, reading about what affirmations to say, reading about when to say the affirmations, but not actually doing it. And I think if you're going through that, take a break. Just stop all reading, all discussing about it, and let the energy settle. And spend some quiet time, spend some time with yourself. Um, and then take guided action, and then take the action that you feel is appropriate. Um, I feel that for me, it has really helped me to stop discussing certain plans or certain ideas, and I had to sort of take a break from talking about them before I could start implementing them. I think it has a lot to do with our ego. I think when we discuss things too much, it satisfies our social ego, especially when we're discussing it with our close ones, and they approve of us and they say like, "Wow, yeah, that's a great idea. You should do that." And then that kind of makes our mind think that we have already done it when we haven't. So I think in order to wash away the spiritual fatigue, we need to sort of take a step back from all of that, spend some quiet time by ourselves or in meditation, and then go on and do the thing that we were supposed to do. And when you take the action, on that goal, you'll feel so much better. Trust me, when you take that step forward, you'll feel so much better than talking about it. It's just the first step that's really hard, and before you've taken it, talking about that thing seems so much easier. But trust me, even if we all love reading about spirituality and all this stuff, but it does help sometimes, at least in my experience, has helped me to just shut it all down for a short amount of time to recharge, and then go and do what I needed to do. And another way I think we can experience spiritual fatigue is that when we communicate with our angels and guides and all the positive divine beings that want to help us along with our journey, When we first get introduced to our guides and angels, and it doesn't matter in whatever way you found out about your angels or about your spiritual realm, I think we get really excited. And it's natural to be excited. It's almost like magic talking to these beings that just want to help you with everything, and they send you all these signs. And when you build your relationship with them, they send you even bigger signs, and then you could start having like psychic dreams about them, etc., where they come and communicate with you. And again, sometimes it's quite easy to get lost in that and ignore the message that they're actually conveying. I remember when I first got to know my angels and guides, they used to leave me feathers everywhere just as a sign, to show that they're there. And I was so excited about that that I spent my whole time thinking about reading about how to communicate with the angels, and like signs that angels give you, and like how to know whether you've been touched by an angel. Um, and it's kind of like the opposite of shooting the messenger, isn't it? Because the angels and guides, they're just messengers, and they're giving us messages that we need from the universe and from God. And I felt that I was ignoring the actual message and getting really excited about the flashy side of it, like, ooh, I got touched by an angel. And they're always there. Our angels and guides, they're always there. So there's no doubt about that. And they're always going to be there. They love helping us. And I think if we spend too much time chasing that aspect of it, like, ooh, I think I got a sign, and ignoring the actual message, then that's actually detrimental as well. Um, so yeah, those are my thoughts for today. I hope it benefited some of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.